Hey everybody, how's it going? So today I'm going to do an unboxing video of this Vortex SPARC AR red dot. I've been in the market for a while for a high value, low cost 2 MOA red dot for a 9mm AR build I'm working on right now. I was also looking at the Holosun, the HS403G unit, and comparing it to this Vortex SPARC AR. And again, I was looking for a high value, not a cheap piece of junk like some of the $50 to $100 units out there, but I was looking for a high value, low cost red dot for this build. And again, I did settle on this SPARC AR unit. I do own an Aimpoint Pro, as well as an EOTech 512, which are mounted on a couple of other custom AR builds that I put together a while ago. And again, I'm very happy with those two red dots, but those are like in the $500 range. And so I was looking for something that I could use for this 9mm build. I'm not going to put any iron sights on there, so I thought this would be a good choice. I'm also looking at this red dot for a Remington 870 Express Tactical that I built a while ago. That video is also up here, but I'm looking for something for that build as well, and this may be a candidate. So let's talk about costs for a minute. I picked this unit up for about $200. I happened to be out of town in Phoenix for business, and I went into Merchant Firearms in the Phoenix area while on business travel, and I found this unit. I'd been looking at it a while online, and it happened to be there, and I picked that up. I do like supporting storefront businesses whenever possible. I do purchase some stuff on Amazon, but historically I like to purchase most of my stuff that, even though I can buy it directly from the manufacturer and I can buy it online, I try to patronize storefront businesses, local businesses, so they can stay in business. So that's one note. If you ever get a chance, please kind of patronize your storefront businesses. They're a great resource, especially for gunsmithing and other things, things you just don't get by purchasing online. So anyway, so this unit again was slightly more expensive than the Holosun HS403G. That unit was about $170 to $190, but Vortex's unconditional warranty really sold me on this product. So however, I may still purchase the Holosun product for my next build, or maybe I'll purchase that for that Remington shotgun. Again, it does look like it's a very nice product as well. So maybe I'll get to do a review on that product next time. So let's get to the unboxing of this and just see what this thing comes with. So take really quick, we'll look on the outside of the box. SPARC AR. It is the SPC AR1, listed as a bright red dot. It does come with a multi-height mount system that we'll get into for a second. One thing, again, I'm not as happy about, it is made in China. I know there's a lot of these products made in China now. My preference is to buy American made whenever I can. So again, this is made in China. It does have some of the specifications, length being 2.9 inches, the weight 7.5 ounces. Lens diameter 22 millimeters. Does have unlimited eye relief, and we'll hit on that in a few minutes, as well as battery life that we'll also go into. I did confirm these weights and dimensions with my calipers and my scale, so we'll take a look at that in a few minutes as well. So let's get to the unboxing. So it does come with your standard set of instructions. There's also a lens cleaning cloth in here. It talks about sighting it in. It talks about some of the features and functions of it. So it's a sparse manual, but nonetheless, it's put together well. So here's the red dot itself. It comes with the two the mount plate and the spacer plate. It is powered up by a single AAA battery, as well as the little accessory kit we'll go through in a minute. So anyway, we'll go over this in a minute. AAA battery versus the CR2032. Let's see, we'll open these up first. Here's the mount that goes on the rail. Here's a spacer plate that allows you to do it as absolute or 1/3 co-witness. Here is the red dot itself. Comes in a bag. The bag says, please don't put this over your head because you can suffocate you or one of your kids if you're stupid enough to do that. It's a shame we have to have this stuff put on our packaging these days that we're that stupid. And the little tiny accessory kit comes with a single Torx T10 key, as well as two different sets of mounting screws. One if you're going to use the 3mm plate, or if you're not going to use it, you can mount it with the shorter screws. So we'll get rid of those. Also get rid of the key. We don't really much need that. So, first off, my initial thoughts about this. It is a very high quality red dot for the money. It has good ergonomics. You can see some of the points on here are protected by these angles. So there's nice angles, stop you from snagging anything on here once mounted to your rifle. It does have removable rubber caps on the end that are tethered, and the front cap nests into the rear cap, so that's nice. They're not spring-loaded by any means, but at least this is nice that they won't really get in the way. The finish itself, well, first of all, I'll tell you, it's got a like a removable rubber armor coat on this thing, and it will come off. I'm not going to pull it off, but it will come off, revealing that the finish on this is a hard coat anodized. It's matte black, non-glare, but again, it does come with this removable armor surrounding, which is nice. Again, talked about the tethered flip-up caps that nest together. They're not fast deployable or spring-loaded, but nonetheless, they do their job, which is nice. The red dot itself is designed to be used with centerfire rifles and the associated recoil. So it's a well-built product. It does have states has unlimited eye relief on this, which is nice. Let's talk about the adjustments then. Snap these back on to get them out of the way. Okay, so top here is the elevation adjustment. The side adjustment here is windage. If you remove these caps, it reveals the inner screw adjustment. The tops of these caps do have a flat screwdriver on these, so that you can turn these around and use those for the adjustments in windage and elevation, which is nice. It's waterproof, as well as, you'll see here the battery, where the battery goes into. Again, this is waterproof right here. We'll go over that in a minute. So again, it's got nice driver tops on there used to make the adjustments. On the elevation, once you remove that cap, clockwise direction moves the impact up. Of course, then counterclockwise moves the point of impact down. Windage, clockwise moves the impact left, and conversely then the counterclockwise moves the impact to the right. So these are very nice audible clicks, very easy to hear with each adjustment. And each click is 1 MOA of movement. So what is 1 MOA of movement equal to on this red dot? So 1 MOA is 1 inch at 100 yards. It's a 1/2 inch at 50 yards and a 1/4 inch at 25 yards. So let's say you have it sighted in at a distance of 50 yards. It will take 12 clicks to move the impact about 6 inches. So again, 1 MOA per click. There again, we talked about this red dot operates, on this single AAA battery. And although they do have versions that utilize a CR2032 battery, one of them had a one you put it on the side, the other one was you put it in the base, but you actually had to remove the mount base to get to the CR2032 battery. But I like the single AAA battery. A lot of preppers, survivalists will also like this type of battery choice as it's readily available. I do know that the CR2032, a lot of these other red dots last considerably longer, but I'm not as concerned about that. I think that the single AAA battery is going to work just fine. So anyway, the battery slides into this waterproof slot right here. You'll see there's an indicator on here showing that how you insert the battery, so you don't insert it the wrong way. It's right here on the side. Again, stop you from putting it in the wrong direction. To turn the unit on, very simple. There's a couple of rubber-coated buttons in here, up arrow and down arrow. So holding the up button on will turn on the illumination. There are 10 brightness intensity settings on here, lowest to highest. Again, if you hold the button down for a second or two, it's going to power the unit off. If you forget to turn the unit off, in 12 hours it'll auto shut off, which is nice. Holosend units have an option where if you just move the rifle, it will illuminate and come on, and then it goes to sleep by itself, which I thought was nice. I don't tend to leave it on for 12 hours, but again, that may be another great feature on one of the units I purchased down the road. So anyway, brightness. So in low brightness, the battery will last up to 5,000 hours, and if you have it on the max brightness, the battery will last about 300 hours. So I'm not going to turn this on and show you the red dot because that never works out well on camera. I've never been able to video that well that made a difference. So I play with it quite a bit, turned it off and on. I've actually held it on top of my rifle and played around with it, and I'm very happy with the quality of the dot. It's at the highest intensity. It is a bit diffused, but all in all, value for the money. I'm very, very, very impressed with this unit. So let's look at the mounting. The mount bases, again, I told you, you attach the 4 screws into the base unit with the T10 Torx. There's 4 of them, 2 different lengths. So if you nest this adapter plate here, this 3mm plate, and then screw it in, or not use this plate. So it's secured by that single Torx screw right here. Rather than having a big thumb wheel on the side, something that can get in the way, that screw thumb knob, I do like that single Torx screw. I'll probably add a little bit of Loctite on there to keep it in place. But again, low profile, I'm not going to snag anything on it. I don't think it's going to be an issue at all. Now you can utilize this spacer or not. If you use the 3mm shim, it's set up for a 1/3 co-witness. Without this shim, it's set up for absolute co-witness, which is nice that they give you those options. So the glass that's on here, it's fully multi-coated with anti-reflective coatings for better brightness. The unit's been nitrogen purged for better fog and waterproof performance. And finally, we'll go over some of the dimensions quick. They are on the box, but I did confirm these again with my calipers and scale. So we'll go over just a few of the dimensions. So I came up with the caps off, 2.92 inches in length. The overall height from the top of this sloped cover to the top of the rail is 2.70 inches when you do not utilize the 3mm shim. That brings the center of the eyepiece to the top of the rail at 1.5 inches. If you utilize a 3mm spacer, with my calipers, it came up to 2.750 inches from the top of the red dot to the top of the rail. The centerpiece from the eye then to the top of the rail was 1.62 inches. Again, this piece they talk about being 3mm, and I measured it at a thickness of 0.12 inches. Weight, the unit itself, I weighed it at 7.10 ounces. Another 0.40 for the shim and 0.90 for the base. So if you used all three pieces together, it'd be 8.40 ounces. Without the 3mm shim, it comes out to 8 ounces on the money. So anyway, that's really going to be it for this unboxing. I do think it's a very high quality, high value product, for the dollar. I'm very interested in getting this mounted up and sighted on that 9mm AR and see how she performs, and see if it's a candidate for some of my other builds that we're working on soon. So anyway, that's going to be it. As always, like and subscribe and leave me a comment. And I hope this review is useful. There's a lot of other reviews out there on this product, but again, I hope this one's useful, and I look forward to bringing you another video real soon. Again, thanks for watching.